Okay, so let's get into this week's reading. It is a big week this week, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of balance needed this week. So if you want to find out, stay tuned. So I actually pulled some cards before I came on today, just to get a feel for how things were going to go for the week ahead. And I pulled up the first card to come out, which isn't a great start, is Wars and Battles. And I tuned into the collective, and I feel like that the collective is really feeling into the world at this time. So outside influences are really affecting you right now. And as we all know, if you're watching this when I post it, the world is on the cusp of civil war, I really feel, and changing things in the end for the better, but things will get a little bit worse, or a lot worse. I don't know yet, but I do feel things will get worse before they get better. And I do feel that we are being deeply impacted by what is going on in the world, and I do feel that it's actually needed. So there's a lot of people out there in the spiritual community that will say to disassociate from the negativity and to keep yourself in a higher balance. And I know that there's been some readings where I've been saying along a similar line, we need to keep tuning into our higher selves and keep trying to move up in vibration and not get too invested in the heavy energies. And I do feel that that's true. However, with this card, I'm feeling like the collective is really being absorbed into isn't a great word, but affected by what's going on externally in the world. And I don't think that we can fully shut ourselves off from it. I mean, yes, it's true. We need to stay in our truth. We need to not let it drag us down into the depths of despair and lower vibration. We don't want that. We need this world to tip into the better 5D. And I do believe that that has happened, but I also believe that to get there, there needs to be some change. The 3D world cannot continue on the way that it has been in the past. And I do believe we need to change and shift things. And that does sometimes mean, like in the Death card and the Tower card, that things will fall down before they get rebuilt. And I do believe that there are some of us that are called to help in the uprising, I guess you could say, in the leading everyone else forward and into a better 5D universe and world. And to do that, we cannot be apart from everybody else. There is some way that we need to be connected to everybody, and we are connected to everybody. We are one, and we are many. If you're Australian, you know. But I can't help saying that without that. But anyway, we are one and we are many. And we cannot shut ourselves off from the world. Okay, so there are times when we are going to feel a little bit lower in vibration because of what's happening externally. And I feel like that's really going on for us at this point in time and this moment. And I just want to say that it's okay to get upset about what's happening in the world. It's okay to feel a drive to want to change things, because I do believe there are so many leaders amongst us that need to get out and actually lead and change for the better. Change those around us and lead those around us for the better. And it does mean getting involved in a way. So that is really going on this week. And I feel that some of us are called into that higher purpose of getting down and dirty for a little bit to help lead forward. So as long as we maintain that higher vision and that higher inner truth and stay grounded in our beliefs, and not get too tied into dismay with everything going on, I feel as though we will be okay. Okay, so wars and battles is something that is definitely happening around us at the moment, but I do feel like this is going to increase and this is going to be harder to ignore. So it's really going to fill up our minds, and I don't want to fill you with fear. at all, because I believe that those that are called to watch me have a place to play in leading others forward. So it may just be your family group, friend group, it may be your wider community. Maybe you are meant to be famous and lead others, who knows, but only you know that inner truth, right? But I do believe that we are being called to pay attention to this, to get a little bit involved, and to lead others with our intentions and our higher vision forward to help the world in the end. Okay, so if you are feeling that and called to that, this card will really resonate. And I feel the key is not to get trapped in that and go down a rabbit hole too bad that you end up winding in a pit of despair. So with that, I also pulled another card later on with food and hunger, and I do feel like, okay, I'm getting two meanings here. One, you have a hunger and a drive to do more in your life, and you haven't yet sustained that purpose. And two, related to wars and battles, I feel like this is going to come to the forefront soon. And so if you are called to prepare your own household, and stock up some food. I'm not trying to fearmonger anyone, but I am being told that, you know, to have a little bit spare in your cupboard is going to be wise, okay? But this card is also twofold, meaning that you will have a hunger and the nourishment, the drive, okay, to move forward and to lead others in that way as well. So just whatever resonates for you, you will hopefully get that message today. And so the second card, this wasn't the second card that I pulled out. It was later on, but it fits with that one. And the second card that I did pull out was trust and faith. And that's what we're really being guided to have at this point in time, is trust and faith. And I want to sneeze. That we are being led by the angels and the higher guides and Ascended Masters, because I saw an Ascended Masters card here on my desk before I started pulling these out. So we are really being guided and protected by those higher entities around us, and they are really leading us. So you can lean into them, ask them for help and guidance. They are there. We are not in this alone, okay? We are being guided forward at this point. So this may sound a bit wishy-washy. I don't know if this fits for everybody, but the point is, this is twofold meaning at the moment. Yes, it's going on in the world around us, and I do believe that that will get a little bit worse, but you are being called to find your place in that, and where you need to step up and lead others and be the example and the light for others at this point in time. Okay, so then the other card that I pulled up was Native. These are past life decks, by the way, but I'm not using it as that today. I'm using it as messages. I was called to use this, and I want to tell you why. So last night I had a dream, and in my dream I met this person that I know from high school, right? And we had a brief relationship, but this person has in my darkest times of need, this person in my dreams has come to me and like given me a hug, okay? So they have given me comfort and support when I have not felt it in the physical realm, and when I really, really needed that, okay? So our souls are tied beyond this earth. And while I'm not in contact with this person and haven't been since I was probably 18, they have, over the course of my life in the later adult years, have, you know, probably 3 times come to me in a dream and given me comfort when I needed it and felt all alone. So last night I had this dream and they were in it again, but this time they weren't giving the comfort to me, I was giving the comfort to them. And it was kind of mutual feeling of ease. Like I gave them a hug and comfort, but then I also received something back in a way through the hug. And I'm not sure what that was. I don't know in the dream, but I just felt like it was a bit more mutual this time. But they came to me in this dream kind of needing a bit of guidance and a bit of support. And so I was able to offer that to them in last night's dream. And as I said, this person is from my past and I don't have anything to do with them in the present. And so that's kind of why I was led to pull from the past life deck. I feel like there is either someone from your past life or someone in your past, from your past this life, that is coming forward at this time and may need your guidance, your support, your friendship, something from you to help them. And it's not going to be a big ask. It's going to be something that is easy to give. Okay, so it's not going to tax you a lot. It's and you will receive something back from this interaction. I feel like they give more than you could ever give to them in a way, but they're just needing a little bit of help at this time. So you may have someone from your past that may come to you this week for a little bit of help and guidance and support. And I'm asking you to give that to them, whatever they need this week. So just be aware that that could happen this week, and it's perfectly okay to give to them if needed. So this could be someone that you don't even know, but maybe you knew them in a past life, or perhaps you did know them previous to now and you've lost contact with them and they've come back in, and there is something that you can give them this week to really help. So that's where I feel like Native American card comes in, is that someone from your life is asking for guidance this week and help and support. And there's also like, what I'm trying to say is there's a spiritual aspect to this, because that person that I have had hugs with over the years is part of my soul family. So I didn't know that when I went to school with them, but they are part of my soul family, and so we're part of a higher dimensional place before we came here. And so you may have connections with this person that you may not have realized in this life, that belongs to another plane of existence or soul family, or past life connections. So I just wanted to put that out there, and this card came up, and I feel like it is very spiritual based. So you have a spiritual connection with this person, whether you realize it or not in this life. You have had a really deep spiritual connection with them over some time in the past. And so pay attention to that this week. And from that card, I had drawn the baby card. And it's also really interesting because in my dreams all this week, I have been given babies, other people's babies, to take care of and to hold and to nurture and things. So I really feel like there is a new beginning, and you may be asked to help raise that new beginning, to help start it, to add some thought into it, to add some care, to add some love into whatever new project or person or baby even that's coming along. There may be something new starting in your life, and other people may have something also new starting in their life and may need your help and guidance to help with that. So I'm not sure if that makes sense to you, but you may be asked to help nurture someone else's project, idea, opportunity. There is something here about you giving to someone else this week. And I do believe that this message came up a couple of weeks ago where you may have been asked to help. And they said then that it could be in a few weeks' time as well. So really look out for that this week, and go back a few videos and you'll get that message too. So yeah, there's something here with you nurturing someone else's baby, whatever that means, okay, and helping to bring it to life and look after it and giving it something that only you can give it, the knowledge, the wisdom, the love, the care, the perspective that no one else can give. There is something that you have that is key to this opportunity or this project taking off. So yeah, that will be coming up this week. the other two cards I got, which I'm going to put together because I feel like this is a side message. I don't know that this is part of the full message, if that makes sense. So for some of you, there's a love life connection and coming in this week, and a love connection, I should say. Now, this person, I feel you know this person. They could be from your past. So, but this could also be, how to say this? So either you know this person from the past, and at the time you were persecuted, okay, and given the 1,000 questions of why you were dating them, why you were interested in them. There was something stopping you from having a relationship with them. And I feel like that was outside forces and not your reasoning. So there was something stopping this love life from going on previously, and I feel like they were like along the lines of persecution. So along the lines of they weren't right for your religion, they weren't right for your race, they weren't right for whatever, your sexual orientation, I'm not sure. They weren't right for class even. I'm getting like maybe they were a lower class than you, maybe they were a higher class than you. There was something along those lines that stopped this relationship from going ahead previously. So I feel like that could be on the cards again this week. So pay attention to that. I don't feel like that's for everyone. It could be, but I feel like there was a reason. There is someone out there watching this in the collective that could have this happen this week. And just if this happens, take a look at it. Is it really something that you want to get into, or is it something that didn't work out for a reason last time, and maybe it's up to you. Just choose no this time. I'm not sure. Just sit with that and see what comes up for you. But yeah, I feel like you are needing to forgive. So forgive yourself, forgive them, and forgive the people around you that may have caused that persecution and questioning and why that didn't go ahead last time. Maybe you need to forgive them for that and yourself for that. We're really being called into our higher selves and our higher knowledge, and to really into our spiritual intuition, into guiding us forward this week. So when that person makes their appearance, tune into your higher self and sort of figure out, okay, and some of you are blocking it because I just got a headache across there. So you are blocking that higher intuition at this point. You're not wanting to tune into it because you're afraid of what the answer might be. So yeah, really feel into that. I can really feel into that. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a headache from that. It's really, really sharp across my temple and into my third eye. Yeah, just tune into your higher self and your wisdom. Go for a walk in nature and just really sit and think about this connection, who you need to forgive yourself, and how you want to step forward. Okay, sorry, I just needed to take a break and have a drink of water and get myself back for the moment. So to finish off with that reading, that seems very heavy this week, and it kind of is, but I also went to the Angels of Atlantis Oracle cards, and I don't think that was shuffled very well, to be honest. But these 4 cards pulled out, and they were Courage, Hanil. They were all Hanil. Willpower, integrity, and hope. So Hanil is the sacred warrior, according to this, and I'll just read you some of the courage meaning because it kind of resonates, I feel. And so this is how this is described. It seems you have recently felt your force dwindling and that you need to call upon this oracle for support. Haniel's shield of humility will allow you to feel fully protected as you face the situation. Which part of you feels thwarted, or what thought suggests that you cannot move bravely through this current experience? Trust the courage of the wise Haniel. See yourself covered by the shield and drenched in the angelic presence of the ruby ray arising from Haniel's beautiful presence. The divine will illuminate your way forward. And I really feel like that's a great place to finish this week. I feel like you are protected, you are a spiritual warrior, and you are being called to lead with integrity of others. And I feel like you are going, as part of that design of your life, you are going to see people coming into your life that are needing your higher wisdom and guidance this week. So really lean into your spiritual help, your higher self, your inner truth to help lead the way for others as well, and stay true to yourself. Okay, I feel like that's really important. And to have hope. Okay, have hope. We are protected, we are guided. There is peace coming to the world. Okay, we're going to live in a better reality. We may just need to go through a really bumpy patch first, but I really want to put that out that things will get better. So no matter what you're feeling, I feel like you are more of a spiritual oracle and you can lead the way for others. Okay, you may not think that because I'm the one here giving you the reading, or maybe you do. But in your world, with the people around you, you are their guide as well, okay? The wisdom that they seek. And so really honor your truth with that and stay true to your inner truth and guidance. We don't want to get a big head, as people would say, and lead falsely. We need to lead with truth and love and wisdom and strength. But I feel like you're being called to really step up into that place of leadership at this point in time, and it's really needed. But yeah, whatever happens this week, it's important to remain balanced and grounded, and take some time out for you to tune into and spend some time in your spiritual truth. So whether that's going for a walk, doing some meditation, or just spending some time journaling, it's really important again this week to really give yourself that spiritual nourishment that you need to help you help others this week. So I feel like it's going to be called upon probably more and more coming up. So it's a great place to start building that foundation of strength within yourself to lead others. So a big message this week. So I just want to thank you for being here. I will do a quick healing now to help you through. I would like to know in the comments, I'm thinking about cutting off the healing and offering it as a separate video. If you think that's a good idea, I would like your spiritual wisdom. Put it in the comments. Do you think that's a better idea, or do you like it at the end to sit and watch it all in one? Or do you not watch it? Let me know. I would say most of you don't watch it, because if you've been here to the end, I really want to thank you. And maybe you could put peace in the comments for me if you watched it to the end. There are so many people, when I look at the analytics, that drop off within the first 5 or so minutes. So yeah, if you're here to the end, thank you so much for being here. And put peace in the comments to let me know. I really appreciate that. And yeah, like and subscribe if you want to get more of these and get a weekly reading. They've been a little bit heavy the last few weeks, but I feel like, considering what's going on in the world, I feel like that's bound to happen. And yeah, we have hope and we have courage and we have faith, and we'll keep moving forward. All right. So if you're staying for the reading, thank you. The healing, sorry, just close your eyes and take a deep breath in. Letting out all of the stress of the day. This is a great way to tune into yourself each week. A really great way. You know, especially if you don't do it any other time. Okay, so taking another deep breath in. Hand out. So just getting you to relax. You can close your eyes if you like. Keep breathing in and out, focusing on your breath with your stomach rising up with each in-breath and then falling back down on the out-breath. And I'm going to start sending the energy now to you to help you through this week and give you the nourishment and the encouragement that you need. So you may start to feel a bit more relaxed and peaceful. You may feel a warm sensation going over you. You may feel tingling. You may feel nothing at all, and all of that is completely okay. Just sending that energy through. Make sure you get out and ground yourself this week. I'm feeling like a lot of you are blocked in your feet. So you're not able to ground at this point. So really try and make a conscious effort to get outside and put your feet on the ground. Yeah, try and open up those feet chakras. I'm sending energy there as well, but yeah, try and do that this week for yourself. Because you're definitely blocked in that area of your body. Okay, this is going to sound gross, but some of you may be having issues around your bowels, and I feel like that's because energy cannot flow around your body very well, and it's kind of getting stagnated and blocked there as well. So your body's trying to release some stuff, but it's not able to at this point. So yeah, really please try and get out and ground yourself this week on the earth. And some of you may start to feel like you may need to go, and that's okay, because I am sending some energy there to help with moving things through your body. Some of you may be starting to feel a little bit nauseous. There's some energy there in your solar plexus that is sitting heavy. Just say to yourself, I choose to release this. Pay attention to your diet this week too. I feel like your body is trying to tell you that some things are needing to be looked at this point, that your nourishment is not ideal. So really tune into whether something nourishes you or not. You can hold it before you eat it. But I feel like your body is trying to cleanse, and so just pay attention to what you're eating this week as well, and whether that will help assist in the cleanse or whether it will not help. Yeah, I'm still feeling nauseous. Someone needs to release that. Pardon me. Thank you. You can open your eyes now. I'm going to leave the healing there this week. I felt a release there. I had a burp. So that nausea hopefully has been released. That feeling in your solar plexus hopefully has now released. If you're wanting to stay with that energy, just pause it or rewind and play it again. Or you can book your very own 20-minute healing with me through my YouTube link on below for 65 minutes for 20 minutes. Or you can book an hour session with me one-to-one over Zoom, and we can do a full hour of healing or a full hour of reading or both combined over Zoom, and you can book an appointment time with me. So both of those links are below. just go through the one link and you'll see the options there. So if you want to do that, please go ahead and feel free to do that. I would love to talk to you one-on-one and find out what's going on in your life and how I can help with a general reading or healing for you. I also offer coaching and longer term options for people that I work with, clients quite consistently. I've worked with clients over a 6-month period doing a fortnightly healing with them and really healed a lot of physical issues going on for them, because of course everything physical starts with an emotion that we have trapped. So in order to release that, we can work with energy to help us do so. So I'm a fully qualified counsellor, so I have a university degree in it. So if you want to, come to me for counselling, coaching, I have hypnotherapy experience, past life regression experience, and training. So if you want to do any of those, just reach out to me. I don't think those options for hypnotherapy and past life regression are on my links, but we can definitely do something with that. Or if you want to do some more longer term coaching, those options are there. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again next week. Bye.